All right, good morning. See what we've got in store for us today in this crazy stock market. First thing I want to look at is the SPY. I want to see. So SPY having a little rebound after the big pullback yesterday. Let's see how much it rebounds today. That's a weird press release. Interactive Broker says long stock positions will require 100% margin and short stock positions will require 300% margin until further notice. Does that mean you can't trade something? Well, kind of. What's up, Mark? Good morning. That's a really weird thing. I've never seen brokers requiring people to have margin to trade. It's a strange thing there. I don't know how I feel about that. Whatever. We've had some stocks going some pretty nasty runs in pre-market. American Airlines is one of them, which is once again one of these other garbage companies that was damn near bankruptcy going on a big rip. If you guys watched the GameStop video, good morning, Robert. Wall Street is definitely playing the game right now. These lines off here. But let's see if we can't find some trades. Let's see what the market presents us. Let's see. Naked here with a interesting. Let's see. I'm on a 1 year day. Yeah. So this naked right now is above all indicators. The White House is monitoring the situation. See, this is exactly what I was talking about in that video. They, these Wall Street bet people or whatever think they have control of all this, and they don't. I mean, now the White House is monitoring the damn stock market because of their crazy shit. So, yeah, AMC, yeah, AMC is the other one that they're talking about going crazy, and I'm keeping it on watch. I mean, if there's an opportunity to day trade it, then I'll hop in it. But I'm not throwing a bunch of money in these stocks. But nice, Mark. Like That's why I didn't say in the video. Not to trade them or anything, because you can day trade these crazy rips and make some money. But you just have to be aware that hype that they're building up, really like Vive's. Vive with a possible U shape. I'm gonna keep an eye on Vive here for a minute. See, it's got the 424s from resistance, and then looks like 5. There's a lot of resistance ahead of this, but if it could break above all that resistance, it's got room after that for a massive rip, and this is extremely low float. Good morning, One Life. So yeah, I'm gonna keep a little eye. Look at all these buyers sitting here. Jesus, some huge buyers sitting on this level too at 380. I'm gonna give this a. I'm gonna keep an eye on this for a little bit here. I'm not gonna flip to anything else. I don't care what else is happening. This is start of a decent U shape. Well, I'll still flip around, but I want to be ready for this. A few more minutes. I may take a position depending on what it does. I want to see it get above 4. Before I make any moves on it, but see GameStop coming up a little bit. Let's see how AMC do. AMC falling a little bit. They're not really doing much at the moment. Let's see, what does they got? Oh, CNET with strategic partnership. That's good PR. You see this guy's climbing. CNET is pretty low float as well, so that could be a possible play. It's not getting a lot of volume at the moment, but it's worth keeping an eye on. Sitting here looking at the past chart. You look at the. Come on, Thinkorswim. What are you doing? Just pop back over to Vive real quick. $370. That's an interesting price there. $360 is kind of this bottom support here. Give that a few more minutes. GameStop climbing still. What's AMC doing? Nothing yet. FCell hit a new high. I'll throw FCell on the watch list here. Oh yeah, FCell climbing straight up, so we'll keep an eye on that for see if a pattern starts to form. XBAR really not doing anything. Let's see, where's CNET at? CNET's CNET not on my list. It was on my list. Whatever, was it CNET? Yeah, it's CNET. Just kind of going sideways at the moment. Or CNET. I just put in ZNet. There we go. Whatever. Alright. There. See, AMC. AMC. It's a little possible U shape. If it starts to break 15, I may go. There's a lot of sellers at 15 though. I'm going. A lot of these sellers are getting taken out. I mean, there's a ton of sellers. They may not get taken out. This could turn around and drop, but they were starting to get taken out. And I got filled right at 15. Little pullback there. So 15 holding up. They may have, the shorters may have control of this. We'll see. It wouldn't surprise me at all. But it needs to hold above 14 here if it's going to rip. If it starts dropping below 14, it's going to have a sell-off. So this may crack here. Oh yeah, getting real close to cracking. Oh yeah, right through that 14. Let's see if 14 can hold up here. It's kind of the last line. Let's see there, 1357's at the bottom. Yeah, I think I may have got caught up in the hype here. Give it half a second to see if it can hold up this 1350 area of support. If it can hold that up, it may have a chance still, but it's not looking good. I was looking for this U shape to continue, and it looked like it was about to break 15, and it looked like it could have continued, but now the U shape is kind of ruined, so I'm just going to put a stop loss below that 1350 area for now. Probably will get stopped out. So I don't think this is going to run now. I think I jumped the gun on the entry there. We'll see. See, how's Vive doing? Let's see. Let's go. Where did Vive go? What the hell is going on with my watch list? My watch list keeps doing weird things. Okay, Vive looks interesting. Vive's still looking pretty interesting. If it starts to break 4, I'm probably going to hop in here. Because once it breaks 4, you can see 4 is holding up as a lot of resistance there. Oh, the Robinhood traders can't participate in AMC? Oh, then yeah, I'm probably going to eat that loss in. I wasn't aware that. Yeah, I'm about to get stopped out right now. See, there's a bunch of buyers trying to sit there at 13.50 and hold it up, but they're getting taken out quick. Yeah, I'm about to get stopped out. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I didn't realize that they had restricted them from buying on Robinhood. Oh, let's see. Vive is back over 4. Yeah, I'm going on Vive. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going on Vive. I'm going to go on Vive. This is my original play I was focused on. I just got distracted by AMC, that's all, but that's okay. You see it starting to push up. We want to see this U-shape continue. Worst case, I can lock in at 455 if it can push up to 455. Yeah, I was aware TD Ameritrade did because I saw the notification yesterday. But I wasn't aware that Robinhood did. I'm not surprised. But that's why I only went 10 shares on AMC anyway, just because all that garbage hype. I was going to see if it was going to get running there, but, you know, it is what it is. It's fine. Come on, Vive. Look at this. Let's go. Let's start moving. Vive starting to break 425 or trying to break 425. It needs to break that. Keep this momentum up. And you see buying volume continue to push in here. Yeah, absolutely the suits control the game. That's what I was saying in my video last night was I just don't think that these Robinhood traders or whatever can control all that, but have more power than these people in the government and the Fed and all that. But anyway, let's focus on Vive here. Come on, Vive. So we got held up pretty much at 425. That 425 is going to need to break soon if this is going to climb up to that 450 area. Let's see, we got a few. Another minute for this candle to close. Ooh. Little quick pullback there. Buyers are trying to push it back up. They absolutely need to push it back up. I want it to get back above 4. See a little 4 acting as a little resistance. Got some sellers sitting at 4. That needs to break down pretty quick. We don't want to be getting held up at 4. There we go. And a quick little pop back above 4 there. We don't want to get held up there. We want 4 to start holding that support. And we want to be testing that 425 area. So this candle's fixing to close. Let's see, make sure it closes over 4. Looks like it's going to. Oh no, I'm wrong. There's another minute. My bad. I miscalculated the time on that candle. We are getting some decent buying. Just need a little bit more volume than this. I don't like the look of that. It needs to stay back, get back above 4. It's got. Now we got 10 seconds for this candle to close, so it needs to close above 4. It could be a little sketchy if it doesn't. We want this candle to climb up. If this candle can come up and test 425 and break 425, I think we'll be off. But it's got to come up. We need to see more buying coming in here. Wall Street versus floor drive. I don't know what floor drive means. You'll have to explain that to me. Oh, I figured it was a joke. I just don't understand the floor drive reference. Sometimes I can be a little slow with jokes, so. 4 holding up as resistance. Okay, I was about to say, we don't want 4 holding up as resistance for very long. Four still acting as some resistance. We do not want that. Come on, VIVE. I traded VISL and VIR yesterday. I'm on this VI tick. Don't let me down now, VI stocks. The VIs have been good to me. Don't let me down, Vibe. Come on. I'm gonna start talking to you. You know you want to get over that $4. $4 is nothing. You already been over it. Just get back over it. You don't care about that $4 resistance. That's nothing. Show everybody you're just as pretty as VISL and VIR. Make them jealous. There we go. Now we actually got a decent sized buyer on. Yeah, here we go. We got some buying starting to come in. Ooh, look at the buying starting to come in. Big orders coming in. I knew you wanted to be a part of the cool group, Vive. I knew you did. Come on up to that 425. You're gonna enjoy over 425. It's a nice little spot. Okay, Vive. There's like a little jacuzzi, a little oasis. Got your little bar with your Mai Tais. That's where you want to be. You want to be over at 425, Vive. That's what you want to go to. You know, I want you to take me on a trip. Don't worry about those little sellers at 425. You can take those out. These buyers want to go on a trip with you. We've got our suitcases packed. We don't care about COVID restrictions. We want to go on a trip. Take us on a trip. Take us around the world, Vive. Oh, another big buyer there. Look at that. 50,000 shares at 410. Yeah, you know you want it, Vive. You know you want to go on a trip. Just come over to that 425. Let's go on up there. Let's go on up to 425. There we go. There we go. Now let's break over that 425. Take me on a trip. Let's go fly around together around the world, Vive. You just start the navigation and you show me where to go. You just take us on a trip. Come on. Still not breaking that 425. So that's a little concerning. But we need to see this buying volume continue to come in to break this 425. It's got to break this 425 if it's going to move up to that 450 area of resistance. SPC is blasting off. Isn't that Virgin Galactic? Oh, here we go. Let's see. Come on. Come on, Vive. Show me some frisk. Let's get frisky on this trip. Just need to break that 425. That's all. That's all. You're just right there at it. You know, it's not a big deal. Buying volume is slowly increasing. See the buying volume bars sliding up. We need a nice big buying volume push to push through that 425 though. But at this point we definitely don't want this below $4. I want it to stay above $4 for the rest of the time, but it really needs to get over 425 here soon, in the next few minutes. You see some resistance there, still at 420. 415, if 415 could start stacking, if the bids could start stacking on 415 and that be a new support level, that would be a pretty good show of strength as well. We got an 8-cent spread right now. Boy, if this thing starts getting big volume, this thing will rip. Oh yeah, there's only 8 million shares of this available, so if it starts getting a lot of attention, if we start getting some real big buying volume, this thing could get out there. And we'll see. We got to make it through these resistance areas first. Like I said, you look at the daily chart, there's a lot of resistance through there. And the first step is this 425, which we're still having some issues with. A little bit of a pullback there. We got about a minute on this candle to close. Needs to close above 4. You can see though some buyers still coming in over 4. We want buyers to hold this up, but we really want to get back over that 450. And then look at it, more buyers popped in again. Every time this is dropping down to 4, we're getting pretty decent sized buyers, because that's 9,500 shares and that's 7,600 shares. Trying to hold up 410 now. We're still forming this U shape, but to keep this U shape going, we got to break this 425. That is the problematic area. We got 7 seconds on this candle to close. See if 410 can hold up on the close. Yeah, 410 held up. This is a bit of a possible doji. So we got some selling at 415. We need to see them get taken out. We don't want 415 to be resistance. Here we go. See, we've got all them sellers at 420 still. Let's see if they start getting taken out. I'm not seeing any 420 orders on the time and sales yet. So 420 still pretty heavy. Now I'm seeing 420s. Now I'm seeing 420s, and that we're through the 420s. Now we need to see a bunch of 425s come through here. There we go. Look at here. Look at here. Let's go. Let's go on a rocket ship. Let's go. Get up to that 450 area. Let's see. The 440 lot of sellers. We're through 440. Yeah, let's go. Come on. Through 440. We want to see 450. We want to see that 450. Let's go. Come on, Vibe. Take us on a trip. Let's go on a trip. Let's go through that 450 and get up to that 485. Come on, Vibe. You got it. You got it. Show me some frisk here. Let's get frisky. So we're getting held up at 440. So 440's got to break down. How much is too greedy? Well, I mean, I could always lock this out, you know, and take this profit, but the U shape is not quite formed all the way yet. It's still got to that 450, 455 area. So that's my price target. So I'm going to hold it to that, or at least try to hold it to that. and then we'll see if it can try to break. But if it breaks that 450 area, it's got room up to 485 after that. So I'm just following the resistance, and we'll see if we go on a trip or not. Let's see, we're testing this 450. Let's see these 450s come on this time and sells. Let's see a bunch of 450s. Come on, pecking at that 450. Let's see it. Still no. There was like 1 or 2 buys at 450, so we still need a little bit of time there. Need to come back up again. So it did hit right below, but I want to give it a chance. I want to see if it's going to try to come back up again, because there was a 1 or 2 buys at 450. If it can push up one more time to 450. Ooh, a little bit of a pullback there. Now this is heavy resistance right through here, so I mean it could hit that 450 there and be done. I want to give it a shot. Now I'm definitely not expecting $60. That's insanity. We are getting a little bit of selling pressure off of that 450 rejection. Gotta have buyers push this back up. But the U shape is pretty much almost complete. So if it's gonna have the big U-shaped breakout, it's gonna have to break 450 here real soon. If not, it'll have to come back down and consolidate and make it another little U shape or something like that. We're just piddling in this 435 area right now. Need to get back over 440 to start testing 450. 440 is still acting as a little resistance as well. This candle's fixing to close, but be a pretty strong close on this candle. And if this one can push up over 440, then I think we'll get that. We'll get one more 450 test, and that'll probably be the chance where it breaks out or it doesn't. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Come on, Vive. Let's go on a trip. I got my little sandwiches packed. I got little tiny sandwiches bags with little tiny sandwiches in it. Let's see. 450 was getting pecked at. Let's see. I'm starting to see some 450s pop up on the time and sales. You see this buying volume increase. We need to see a big buying volume push come in here. We need this thing to light up green 450s. Oh, there we go. It's lighting up. Here we go. Here we go through that 455. Let's see. 455 is that last little resistance area. I'm going to get ready in case this doesn't break out. I'm going to lock out. I'm going to give it a shot, though. See, 450 still holding up as resistance. We need to see a lot more 450s again. We're getting some buys. There we go. There we go. Look at here. Look at here. 460 some selling. Show me the frisk. Show me the frisk. See, 460 can break down. 460 is holding up. It's pretty tough resistance. 460 starting to break down too. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Let's go on a trip. Let's make it up to that 485. Come on, Vive. Come on, you're feeling it. Don't let me down. The VIs are going. Come on. Come on. Push through that 460 area. No, still got held up there. So there's a pivot. This is a pretty serious point. 450 needs to hold as support, and it didn't right there. It cracked. Now we're back below this. So it may not get it. It's getting held up quite a bit here. It's the second time it's got held up. It did break through this time. But we're going to need to see it push right back over 450 again. We don't want 450 to keep holding as resistance. We want 450 to become new support. So if we give it one more chance to try to break out here. We're pulling back. This is a real ugly candle right now. This is a real ugly candle. We still do have some buyers coming in. We don't want them to get a lot of big buyers that came in and held this up at that 435 area. So we got pretty strong support there. So, and this needs to close over 440. It's got a minute and a half to close. Oh, look at there. Spread's getting crazy. Spread got real crazy. We had 450 on the ask again, and we were at 440 on the bid. Let's see here. Is it going to push back above 450? If this candle closes above 450, I think we're going to be off. We definitely get some pretty good buying volume here. A couple of million in the last two volume bars. We need to see that continue. 40 seconds on this candle to close. Let's see if we can push back up to 450. Come on, Vibe. You're right there. You're right there at it. I don't know, guys. This is a pretty big upper shadow here. Pretty big upper wick. We got 10 seconds for this candle to close. Doesn't look like it's going to close over 450. That's a pretty ugly sign of rejection there. Let's see if these buyers at 435 can hold this up. Okay, they did. Now let's see. Bunch of sellers at 440. They didn't get taken out quick. A lot of 440s popping up on the time and sells, but this guy's still sitting here. There you go. Now he's starting to get taken out. Come on, get back through that 440. You don't want to get held up here. Still a bunch of buyers trying to hold up 435. So we got good support at 435 if it can hold up. So we're testing that 435 support. So if 435 starts cracking, ooh, and it looks like it may. Still trying to hold up here. That volume bar ended up being a red volume bar. So we got a lot of selling out through here. If buying can continue to come in. $435 is starting to get taken out. We're having a little pullback here. Pretty nice pullback. Okay, we still got buyers coming in. Trying to hold this up. We want to keep seeing buying. Ooh, and they just got taken out. So the selling is starting to outweigh the buying. And I couldn't break that 450. So that that could make the buyers give up. $4.25 starting to act as a little resistance. So Vive may not take me on a trip. It started to take me on a trip, and then it turned around and said, "Oh, I forgot my phone at the house." Ooh, and a big pullback there. Got a 15-cent spread at the moment. And I should have stuck to my price target and locked it out when it didn't break 450. But I'm gonna still give it a chance. Hey Kofi, what's going on, buddy? Good morning. At this point it needs to hold above 4, but it's probably going to take it a few more minutes. It's going to have to curl around and make another little U shape. What you should do is you should be trading small amounts of money, doing your practice in day trading. Just trade like $50 in your TD account and trade 1 or 2 shares until you get comfortable and consistent with those 1 or 2 shares, and then scale it up. After you traded with $50 for a little while and you're comfortable losing that, then move up to $100, trade a few more shares, and just keep slowly scaling up. But yeah, happy birthday too, Kofi. Let's see, this needs to hold up. Let's see. I don't want to see that 415 support. Or even better, 420 support. If one of those can hold up here and be the bottom of this next U shape. So we are getting some selling, but the selling, you can see the selling volume is dying off. If buying volume can come back in and take this back over now, and we can curl back up. Yeah, I mean, if you're ready to try it out, just I wouldn't go a whole lot of money right away. Even if you feel real comfortable, just start out with a little bit. If you want to start out with more than 50, start out with 100 or 200. See how that goes. Yeah. If you're new to investing, Robinhood is a garbage app. There's no reason to use it, especially for day trading. So Weeble's a good phone app. We're looking a little sketchy here. $4 starts to crack. $4 starting to crack. See if it can hold up. $4 support needs to hold up here. We got 30 seconds for this candle to close. Absolutely has to close above 4. We're starting to act as a little resistance. I'm about to have to get out of this. Ooh, yeah, we're getting a pretty nice, nasty dip here. So that big rejection off 450. Trying to give it half a second to see if it's going to come back up. But if it does not come back up, I'm going to have to get out. I'm going to go ahead and hold my finger down on the trigger. This is a lot steeper sell-off than I wanted to see. Because now we're definitely not going to get that U shape. It's going to take more time to come back around, but it may just sell off at this point. See if it can get back above 4 here. "17 seconds. If this can push back above 4, it'll be alright. But if it doesn't, we could see another sell-off. We're looking a little sketchy. Okay, there's a decent buyer. We finally got a decent buyer coming in. For a couple of minutes, there was no buyers coming in to hold this up. So that's what we want to see. Let's see, 390. Go ahead and put 383. Go ahead and put a stop loss in here. In case it starts dumping. Because if this candle drops below this candle, it's going to come all the way back down to this 360. I can't hold it down there. That's too much risk. Because if it doesn't come back over 360, it would just sell off. So needs to hold above right here. But it looks like Vive is going to let me down. Oh, look at that. Look at AMC. Destroyed. What's going on with GameStop? GameStop's still flailing around. Yeah, Mark answered your question there. See, while this is figuring out where it's going, let's see the SPY real quick. So the SPY rebounded and has hit that 9 EMA. The SPY is starting to curl over. SPY may start dumping. Let's see what kind of nonsense we got going on. Russia says 20 to 30% of Russians have the COVID. Antibodies. Schumer says Senate will begin robust. Whatever. Alright. I don't know. Vibe may be done. If 385 can't hold up, then this is gonna probably sell off. If it can hold up here, though, this would be a new higher low. Nope, I got stopped out there. So yeah, selling off. So I should have stuck to my plan. I didn't stick to my plan. You know, of locking it in there at that 450 area. That was a mistake. It got that quick little pop above up to 465 and then just got slammed down. But yeah, you gotta stick to your plan. But this should have been a win. This shouldn't have been a loss. That was a bad deal, me holding through all this. But that is a lesson that you have to stay disciplined. To be disciplined and stick to your plan. So American Airlines, a little sell-off there as well. JAN sell-off. SPY's still trying to hold up, but I don't know. I don't know if the SPY's going to do it or not. Yeah, absolutely. Resistance is always a selling area. What in the nonsense do we have here? Oh, this thing is shot straight up, but it's barely had any volume. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna give the stream here about 10-15 more minutes. And then I got a couple of phone calls and stuff I'm gonna have to make. So it will be a little bit shorter of a stream today, which is why I was trying to start it earlier. So yeah, if you guys have any more questions, suggestions, or ideas, go ahead and get those in. AMC I never should have got into. I should have known better than that. Yeah, I kind of went against my own religion there, and then Vive just was lack of discipline. Now, if Vive can hold this bottom support line and buyers start coming back in later, it still could get a rip later. But right now, it's just a little sketchy. Thoughts on MCD? What is MCD? McDonald's? Oh, come on, Thinkorswim. Yeah, so it is McDonald's. Uh, McDonald's pays a pretty decent dividend. What was that, about a $5 dividend? I have not once ever looked at McDonald's chart just because I just do not like McDonald's. Definitely interesting. They've paid their dividends consistently, which I'm not surprised. It's McDonald's. That's an interesting dividend stock. And they got, where'd it get to? All the way down to 125. If we have another big crash like we did back in March, McDonald's would be an interesting pickup for those dividends. As far as earnings, I don't know what is going to happen. Earnings is the hardest thing to play because you never know how the market's going to react. So the best thing to do is let the earnings come out and let the market react to it and then decide. Because it could be great earnings and it could still pull back. It could be bad earnings and the stock could rip. So you just never know with earnings reports and how the market's going to react. But the dividend is definitely interesting. Yeah, like one life said, buy the dip. That's what I was saying too. Like if it comes back down, if it ever comes back down to this 140 area, man, that's a hell of a buying area for McDonald's. And doesn't McDonald's own Chipotle as well? I think they own Chipotle. Yeah, you can see this dividend, big dividend increase for 2020, a year that was supposed to be bad for everybody. They actually increased their dividends quite a bit. That last one was $1.30. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see where the earnings come out at. Where it's at now is not a terrible place though. In 206, this is a pretty good pullback from that high here at 231. 200 area might be a little bit better. But definitely interesting. I usually don't invest in things I don't believe in, and I definitely don't believe in McDonald's, which when I say I don't believe in, like I know McDonald's is not going anywhere, so that's fine, but it's like my same feeling with Apple. I dislike Apple products, so I'll never invest in them. But I don't hate McDonald's as much as I hate Apple, so if I could get some good prices on McDonald's. Like I said, if it could pull back down to that 140, I would definitely grab some. what happened? What happened on the trade I was in, Greg? I ended up taking a loss. It cracked on me, and I had to get out. It couldn't hold up. I didn't lock in up at my price target. I held through that like a dumbass, and so I paid for it. Got to stay disciplined. You gotta stick to your plan. Yeah, McDonald's. Let's see, at 200, what is $5? Because that's about what their dividend payment is a year now. Let's see, 200. And do the math. What percentage dividend yield that is? See, 10% would be 20. So it's about a 4% dividend yield on McDonald's. That's not bad. A 4% dividend yield is not bad at all. Especially, 4% is pretty decently high for a company that's been around as long as McDonald's. So that's definitely interesting. See, how's the SPY looking? SPY looks like it's still getting held up. I'm going to go back to the daily chart on this. Whoops, went to the 10-minute daily chart. There we go. Getting held up. A lot of resistance at this 380 area. Let's see, where's my swing trade VXX at? I'm actually going to add a share, I think, of VXX here. One more share. Oh, maybe I'm not. I thought I had like a little bit left to be able to grab another share of this, but apparently I don't. Yeah. Okay. Well, never mind. That's all right. I'll have to get him on a different account. I don't know. If the SPY doesn't break over 380 today, it's probably going to come back down some more. And it's a decent little rebound so far, but I'm still very skeptical. I'm going to keep slowly loading up on VXX, I think. So, alright, guys, I'm going to call it a day. We'll be back tomorrow for a little bit of Friday trading. We'll see what happens in this crazy stock market tomorrow. We'll be on the Swamp channel later tonight. If you haven't been on that channel, go pop over to the community tab and you can find the link to that channel. Me and Greg will be on there. I don't know what we're debating or talking about tonight, but I'm sure it will be somewhat interesting. So you can check us out there. And if you guys don't mind, on your way out, if you don't mind, then hit that like button for me. Just give it a little tap, little like button tap. But you guys have a great rest of your day. Until next time.